All right, everyone. So again, does anyone know the name of the story we are going to read this week? Anyone take a look? No? If not, see if you can find it. It's lesson 11. Lesson 11. Yes, Victoria? And how did you find that information so fast? Very good, very good. Dangerous Crossings is the title of our story. Can anyone take a guess on what the story might be about? Katie?
American Revolution.
Oh, very good. The American Revolution. Excellent guess. What else? Lucas?
The Americans went to America.
The Americans went to America. That's a very good idea. Okay, yes?
The Revolutionary Voyage of John Quincy Adams.
Yes, good job for reading it from the book. Yes, very good. We also can guess by looking at the titles of the stories. Now, it says dangerous crossings. Let's look at that word. Dangerous crossings gives us the idea. What kind of story is it? What kind of story? Is it adventure, action, horror, love, kid-friendly? What kind of story do you think it is, listening to the words dangerous crossings? Max? Adventure. What makes you think that?
Because it's like adventure around the scene and at last they got free.
Okay. Which word are you focusing on to think that it is adventure? Crossings? Okay. Catherine?
More dangerous.
Maybe more dangerous too. Very, very good. Looking at the book, everyone seems to be on the correct page, which is page 327. Looking at it, it's dangerous crossings. We're guessing there's some sort of trip. Lucas said America, or Americans to America. Looking at it, which way are they traveling? Which way are they traveling by looking at the book? Look at that picture. Can you figure out what is their vehicle? How are they going from place to place? No, no. A ship. Very good. What could be dangerous about a ship? It says dangerous crossings. What could be dangerous about traveling by ship? Stella?
Falling to the sea.
Hmm?
You're falling to the sea.
You could fall into the sea. Very good. What other dangers are there? Emma?
Tsunami.
Tsunamis, okay? We could have tsunamis. We could have big, big waves. That's a big problem. What else? Samuel? Welcome back, Samuel. Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
What's the problem with rocks?
Some rocks are big, so they are like above the water and not above the water, but close to the water.
Yes.
And then you can't see it, and the ship keeps on going and bump right into rock and sink.
A hole.
Exactly, exactly. Now, with all of these dangers, why do you think they would make this trip? Why do you think they would travel these dangerous, dangerous waters? We haven't read the book. We can just make guesses. We can infer, right? Remember that word, infer? Why do you think they would make this trip? Carrie?
Because this trip is important for them.
Because there's something important, right? What could possibly be important? Yumi?
Maybe I'm not saying about what is important. I'm saying why should they go to the trip?
Why should they go on this trip? That's a question we might have to find out and answer.
I think because maybe it's the only way they can cross the seas.
Anyway, okay, the only way they can cross the sea, only way they can travel. Did they have planes back then?
No.
No. Did they have email back then?
No.
No. So if they wanted to travel, then they had to use boat, right?
And WeChat.
No, I don't think there was WeChat either. Okay, very good, everyone. Now, what I need is about 3 minutes to look over the new students' context clues, because they deserve to have the check, triangle, and X the way that the old students have done, right? So while I do it, I only need about 5 minutes, maybe less. What I would like you to do is on page, on page, oh, that's That's right. I printed out. That's it's a good idea anyway. What I would like you to do, part of your homework for tonight, is going to be to pre-read this story. To pre-read this story, Dangerous Crossings. Why do I ask you to pre-read? Why do I ask you to pre-read, even though I really don't know if you do it or not? Why do I ask you to do it? Katie?
So when we really talk about this story, we will understand a little bit why we ask.
Very good. So you could read the story and you could kind of understand the plot of the story. Why else? Samuel?
Because that way, like when we read it and talk about it, you will like know some part instead of knowing nothing and don't know what the others are talking about.
Yes, exactly. Remember that we are learning about something, American Revolution, that we don't know a lot about. We just learned about it in these 2 days, right? Last week. So it's very helpful for you to read these stories a couple times before we talk about it in class on Wednesday, especially because this story is a little long. We may not be able to finish it in class, and I don't want you guys to be lost with information. So for right now, I just need 5 minutes. Why don't you take the time and just try to read through this story yourself? I'll give you some idea. Does anyone know of the man named John Adams?
Heard of it.
Yes,
Heard of him?
Johnny Adams.
Not Johnny Adams. I think his name was John.
Johnny Adams.
He was our President of the United States, one of them, right after George Washington. This is the story of his son, John Quincy Adams, who was also a very famous person when he became an adult. So this story is about him going on this dangerous journey with his father.
Johnny Adams.
Yes, young Johnny Adams, because he's named after his father, John Adams. So they nicknamed him Johnny Adams, so it sounds like his son. So this is the story of them going to France, going from America to France to talk to the French people about helping them in the war. That's what this story is about. So you're going to read about why they left, what they had to do, and what were the dangers on their way. Does everybody understand? Yes? Okay, so again, I need 5 minutes. Just try to read through, scan through, to see how much you can understand from this story. Samuel, you can borrow my book right now. Everybody else? Yes, thank you. Emma and Derek, if you could share. But it's Emma's book, so when Emma decides to turn, it's Emma turning. Everybody else has their books, right? Garrick, no? Katie, no?
Oh, I can.
Okay, so Garrick, you can look at Katie's, but Katie's the page turner. If she finishes fast, then you just need your book. Okay. Thank you, everybody.